Hello and welcome to Tardis Wiki Roulette, the show where we spin the wheel like it's real. It's episode 14 of our wonderful, wonderful show, just like David Tennant. Isn't that lovely? I think that's lovely. So the way that this show works is you guys pick articles on the Tardis Wiki. You put them on our lovely wheel. Let me just get our lovely wheel up really quickly for the purposes of demonstration. There he is. How to say hello to Alan, everyone. And then we spin said wheel, and hopefully hilarity ensues. That's usually the way it goes, although, you know, life is random and full of scary things. I have quite a list prepared this oh no. Oh no. Not quite a list prepared this time. What will I do? You're on holiday, Cookie Boy? Awesome. I'm glad you could take some time away from your holiday to come and spend it with us. Okay, I'm already seeing some entries coming in thick and fast. So let's dispense with the pleasantries and just get on with it, shall we? As one. Right there. Actually, I should probably check the settings and make sure it doesn't like do anything we don't want it to. That'd probably be a good idea. Yeah, we need to set it to auto remove. Random music. Yeah, we are good. For those of you who enjoyed the Baldur's Gate stream, The Adventures of Flip Phillips, that will be returning next week. This week, hang on one second. It will be returning next week. This week, Buster Gonad. God damn it. Just the word shit. Okay. Oh, okay. We already did Selena Gomez. God damn it. Oh dear, guys. Well done. Well done. Yeah, on this Thursday, we're doing Fallout Who Vegas. I'm going to be doing the Fallout New Vegas Doctor Who mod live on the channel. God damn, I'm just reading some of them. I'm going to be doing the Fallout New Vegas Doctor Who mod live on the channel. I have not played any of it yet. Beyond just logging in to make sure it works. So I'm going to be reacting blind to it, and it should be a very good time. So that's Thursday, and I will continue advertising that throughout this stream so that as many of you show up as possible. Has someone been prepared? It really looks like someone has, yes. Oh my god. I like how you have two Dennis the Menace entries there. That's very, very good. Well done. Well done indeed. There we go. There we go. There's another one. There's another one. Yay! The TV show The Wire. Hello, Soto. Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Let's add these in. Tomorrow, I cut our Baldur's Gate session into a video. It's about 8 minutes long, and that will be coming out tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. We did the hour-long Doctor Who lore video last week, so I figured take a break from Doctor Who this week. Next week, though, we're doing the Dark Dimension. I've got a Dark Dimension video I'm working on, and I'm very excited to share that with you all. More Doctor Who stuff after that. I'm working on a War in Heaven video. We're slowly getting there. Yeah. It's very exciting. It's all very exciting. But without further ado, I think that we should just quickly adjust the wheel so that all of it is visible on the screen, and then we should spin it. What do you think? Yeah, we should do that maybe. Maybe that sounds like a good idea. Okay. I'm so sorry. Oh no. What am I in for? Is downtime on the wheel? I'll put downtime on. There you go. Downtime is now on the wheel. You can be happy. Felicia, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Now I get it. It's alright. I'll get through it. It's only gonna be like a summary of the War in Heaven. I'm not gonna go too deep into details and shit. And then it'll inevitably end up in another compilation video. I can't believe I got missed twice shaking my head. Oh my god! Oh my god, always the bridesmaid jam jam. 1 second. 1 sec. Oh no! Chaotic random first wheel spin. Alright, we'll look at that in a second. We'll look at the St. Wilfrid Church in 1 second. Let me just really quickly put this stuff in here too. Oh no. Arsenio W. Cockshaft. I don't think I missed anything else, did I? There's a lot on here. I think we're good. Downtime disambiguation. Okay, I'll put that on there as well. Oh dear. The first great downtime. Noted for destroying the fact. Let's spin the wheel. Let's see how it goes. We have 2 articles to look at now. I hate you. I hate you all. You fucking reprobates. All right, let's take a look at the first article. 1 sec. Oh dear. So it said, what did it say, guys? Saint Wilfrid Church. That's the first one. And I'll just pop that in there real quick and find it, and then we will look at the page. Twins. Oh dear. Noticed what? What? Noticed what? What? No, it was Calvin. Calvin is next. I know what I'm doing. Fucking trust me. A church visible from the roof of Bucknell House. Wonderful. We'll read it now. There we go. St. Wilfrid Church. A church visible from the roof of Bucknell House in the Powell Estate was located in Kennington. On 6th of March 2006, the Slovene craft flew over the church as seen by the 9th Doctor and Rose. Behind the scenes, while not named in Aliens of London, this church was clearly identifiable as St. Wilfrid Church. It is not clear if St. Christopher's Parish Church from Father's Day was supposed to be this church. Location information. Though it's possible a real-world location doesn't exist in the same geographic space in the Doctor Who universe, such cases are few and far between. Thus, the map on the right is probably a good indicator of the DWU location of St. Wilfrid Church. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It better not take me to fucking Zanzibar or somewhere. No, well done. The map's working. Good work, guys. It's too big. What, the wiki is too big? But now everyone can clearly read what I'm reading. I mean, that's way nicer. You bastards. Alright, let's do the Calvin one now. That text is from a template. That's really funny. That's great. Alright, I'm doing the Calvin one now. There. Time to find out where this one takes us. Lol, such faith. You know me. Calvin, the totally stonking, surprisingly educational, and utterly mind-boggling comic relief comic. Calvin was an individual who was once depicted in a book. Biography, Red Nose Day, 1991, edit source. Calvin was depicted in a book released for Red Nose Day 1991 to raise money for comic relief, where he was depicted alongside a caption about the little people without whom, etc., etc. Calvin is one of the titular characters from Calvin and Hobbes. Was this actually licensed? Wow, I think it was, yes. I guess so. That counts as Doctor Who, I guess. Can the enemy of Alan be some random guy called Calvin? Well, I'll put it this way. I had no say in whether the wheel was named Alan or not. So why would I have any say in whether the wheel had an archenemy called Calvin? That title feels very noodle-coded. Oh my god. The thing is, Cookie, my boy, my sweet baby boy, my good time boy, okay? The thing is, right, the source page might explain it all, but I don't want to have it all explained to me. I want to get mad. So, I mean, it's kind of irrelevant really, isn't it? Okay, let's spin the wheel again, peeps. Let's do it again. Oh dear. I like the little whoosh. Dennis the Menace. Yeah. Everybody loves Dennis the Menace, that all-American icon with his iconic blonde locks. Who the fuck is this? Dennis the Menace was a resident of Beano Town who was featured in the Beano alongside his dog, Nasha. Dennis the Menace was among the stars of The Dandy and the Beano to participate in Red Nose Day 1991, along with Nasha, Desperate Dan, and the Bash Street Kids. He raised money for comic relief on this day, being introduced shortly before the Viz team. First, he used a 10p shooter salvo to shoot tomatoes, red noses, onto his fellow stars' noses. Next, he was the one to suggest a sponsored bed push, where they pushed Teacher's bed out of his home for charity, causing Teacher to donate his savings. He then watched as Desperate Dan cleaned celebrities' cars for charity, before Dan dropped the money they'd raised off to Lenny Henry, who crashed through the ground due to its weight. Dennis looked through the hole as Lenny snarled. Legacy! I was on the wheel of names the whole time. I'm sorry. I was so engrossed in this article about Dennis the fucking Menace. Please don't destroy me, chat. US Dennis isn't funny, don't at me. UK Dennis isn't fucking funny. None of it's funny. It's funny when you're like 5. He appeared on the cover of the magazine's 1981 summer special in Dolphinarium and appeared on the back with Nasha, among other characters. UK Dennis goes hard, shut up. No, fuck you. Calvin and Hobbes is funny. Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes is actually funny. Fucking Dennis the Menace is not. I liked when he smashed the greenhouse. That's the thing. Dennis the Menace is funny when you're a little kid because you get to live vicariously through him. Because the central joke in Dennis the Menace is that it's a little kid who does like shitty things and like no consequences ever happen to them. Like that's incredible when you're a little kid. When you're an adult though, fuck's this little kid. Howard Henry was the goat though. True. Yeah, like you watch a lot of stuff. You watch a lot of stuff from like when you're a kid now, and you're like, oh my god, this actually has really interesting themes, and the author clearly had an intent, and they were trying to make some kind of big point about like the state of life, the universe, and everything. And then you look at like Dennis the Menace, and it's just, wouldn't it be funny if the bully was a main character? The older I get, the more I sympathize with Walter. Yeah. Childhood is when you look up to Dennis the Menace. Adulthood is when you realise Walter was right. Dennis the Menace is the titular character of the Beano comic strip, Dennis the Menace and Gnasher, which later gained various TV adaptations, including the BBC's Dennis and Gnasher. Dennis appeared on the cover of the Beano's 2013 reprinting of their 1981 summer special, the very magazine that appeared in the Rings of Akaten, where he is depicted catapulting a yellow eternal Dalek over a fence towards an unsuspecting Sergeant Slipper using a plank and a wooden crate, which, by the way, is more than enough to kill that fucking dude. What do you think about the Big Finish news? What do you mean? What Big Finish news? What Big Finish news? Oh, that Big Finish news. What do you want? Do you want my take on, like, the actual news? Or do you want my take on, like, the fandom response to the news? Because I have two takes. Jodie Whittaker is in Doctor Who again right now. Yeah. Alright, both? Okay. I think it's pretty fucked up that we have, like, a Zionist, like, baby beheading lady as the main producer on this 13th Doctor audio series. And, it is admittedly very on brand to that particular era of the show, but it's a bit rough, right? It's a bit rough, and it's weird that they keep hiring these people as well. Yeah, no, they hire. There's the producer of the Big Finish new 13th Doctor series, like a Zionist lady. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. It's really all not great. My opinion on the fandom thing is that it's really, really funny how you feigned ignorance very convincing. Thank you. Well, I mean, I am an actor. Right. Here's my take on the fandom thing, though. I think it's really, really funny how, like, loads of people have decided they're just okay with it, basically. It's really funny how many people are just like, yeah, I mean, she is, like, a genocide supporter and stuff, and she's supporting the worst genocide since the one I'm literally not allowed to say on YouTube. But I want toy, so it's fine. That seems to be the attitude of a lot of people from where I'm sitting in the fandom, and I think it's fucking awful, to be honest. Syria is clear. I am not going to play that game. However, I will say that is also an awful situation. All of those situations are awful. Western imperialism is bad. We shouldn't be over there. I don't know. My take on that is very clear. All of that shit is bad. We shouldn't be doing it. We should maybe think about not doing it. You need an agent, but also focus to harness the talent. I'm very focused when I'm recording lines in a script. This is me having fun. You're getting unfiltered crazy Ryan right now. But no, I think in general it's really disappointing from Big Finish to be so tone deaf and do this. It's very bad on their part. And I mean, I love to support Big Finish, but I can't support them on this one. It's a bad move. It's very cringe. In terms of the fandom, I think it's really funny how many of them really, really care about this stuff until it's inconvenient to care about this stuff, until a product is being made that they like, and then they will immediately fucking not care. And I think that's really hypocritical and a little bit disgusting, to be honest. So that would be my opinion on it. Yeah, Soto, check out my audios. Check out where I play Doctor Who in some of them. I've been told I'm really good at it. I'll let you be the judge, though. Unhinged, right? Yeah. Oh. But yeah, as a general policy, opposed to all Western imperialist practices in the Middle East. Just unequivocally. There's not a lot of middle ground for me on that. We just shouldn't be interfering. That's all. Yeah. Let's see. Enough about that, though. That's a little bit cute. I'm just looking at that cover's a bit fun. Just in the Middle East. Well, we were talking about the Middle East. Obviously, I oppose imperialism in all of its forms. Don't be one of those. Don't be one of those chatters who tries to like ruin the streamer's life. You know what the Doctor Who community is like. And let me tell you, there's a lot of people in it that would really like it if I went away forever. So, if I'm not pedantic, then I don't know what I am. Not seen any of it. You have to do a multi-Doctor special, then you can say you don't play Doctor Who in Doctor. We did do a multi-Doctor special. It's called Times Champions. Hang on a sec. Oh my god, you guys are funny. Spinif the Alanif, real quick. Real quick. Oh no! There it is. Where'd it go? Oh, it's because of the new YouTube ranking system. It's really weird. Hang on. Here you go. There. To prove this once and for all.
No, thanks. You've got no idea what kind of trash the company
Hang on.
It
makes me feel like a million credits.
If you say so, Drake. I really don't like this. What happens if...
Yes, I predicted Drake's downfall.
You're not invincible.
I don't need to be invincible. So, what will it be?
I don't think the...
It's about an evil soft drink that causes humans to regenerate. It's available right now on our YouTube channel. You should watch it after this stream. It's really good. And that's the end of the ad for my audios. Back to the TardisWiki. Wiki Roulette. Oh look! It's the Wheel of Names! I'm gonna do a stream at some point where I react to that. I just keep putting it off. It's pretty good. Mind you, I would say that I wrote it. What did you know? Don't play Doctor Who, you'll get striked by the BBC. And yet I have not been! And yet I have not. It's okay, mate. It's okay. I know how terms of services works. It's alright. I know I've got a very good grasp of what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do on fucking YouTube. But yeah, I'll tell you what, Zach. You're Sack now. I'll tell you what, Lab. You should look up just how many people play Doctor Who on YouTube, because my god, there's a lot. Evil soft drinks have never been done before, right, Xavier? Oh! I was calling your audios Doctor Who. Ah, yes! Wait, is it a commercial release with ads? No! Oh, it's a non-profit fan-based audio drama. With visuals. Because we like to put it in. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not Bill Baggs. I was worried that... Oh, bless you. No, it's not like that. You should run ads and get sued. It would be funny. Fuck's sake. Look how fish on it. Thank you. Get a license to the original Mammoths. Instant success. No, being real, the Doctor Who content I make, it's made so that I can, like, sharpen my production skills and kind of get better at every aspect of, like, making content and stuff. I do have original stuff that I'm working on, and that will be commercial and have ads, but that's original stuff. The Doctor Who content is always going to be on the page, and the page is, like, it's monetized and stuff, but that content will never be, like the audios and shit. The lore videos, yes, but that's because I'm allowed to do that. YouTube has its terms of service, and I am completely within them. It's all very exciting. Aristide is very exciting. Right, let's spin the wheel again. Yeah! Wyndham Estate. What's Wyndham Estate? There's only one way to find out, and that's to look it up. I need a real DW visual novel. Can you do Deja Vu? If it lands on the wheel, that's how it works. Deja Vu is on there though. Let's see. Wyndham Estate. I made you boys sweat there for a minute. Okay. A group of blocks of flats were blocked not too far from the Powell estate, approximately in Camberwell. On 6th of March 2006, the estate was visible behind Rose Tyler as she talked with the Ninth Doctor on the roof of Bucknell House in the Powell estate. While not named in Aliens of London, these flats were clearly identifiable as the Wyndham estate, though it's possible that a real-world location doesn't exist in the same geographic space in the Doctor Who universes. Such cases are few and far between, thus the map to the right is probably a good indicator of the DWU location of Wyndham estate. Alright, that's a good article. Solid work there. Let's probably do another one, right? Yeah, let's do another one. That sounds exciting. I'll do that. Alright. Oh my god! It's downtime, people! Yay! Now I get to learn what all of this is about. Okay. I'm using my downtime effectively. It's a good joke. The 1995 film? Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Speaking of illegally produced bootleg Doctor Who. Oh. Waiting an hour and a half for Minecraft to turn on? Oh no. This is legal. This is legal? Oh my god, this one was legal? Did they... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it is. Wow, well done, guys. Downtime is a 1995 direct-to-video production featuring elements from the Doctor Who universe, but not the Doctor. Real-Time Pictures did not have a license from the BBC to use the character, but were allowed to use several BBC-owned characters, such as Sarah Jane Smith. The video was directed by longtime Doctor Who director Christopher Barry. It was also notable for introducing Kate Stewart, who would go on to become a recurring character in various DWU media. The Brigadier and Sarah Jane Smith investigate New World University, a sinister school run by none other than Victoria Waterfield. And wait a minute! Wait a minute! That's just the plot of fucking... Wait a minute! This is just the episode of Doctor Who where they bring Sarah Jane back. I can't... What's it called? Fuck! School Reunion! Yeah! School Reunion! This is just School Reunion! Oh my god! Oh dear. It wasn't administered minimum licensed, although it probably wouldn't be on the wiki, although a certain audio takes the piss a lot. Oh dear. School Reunion was a rip-off of this. Yeah, it sounds like it. Let's have a look. Sometime after Victoria parted company with the Second Doctor on Earth in the 20th century, she was lured back to the Detsen Monastery in Tibet by a dream telling her she would be reunited with her late father there. Instead, she found she had been contacted by the Great Intelligence, which still possessed the mind of Professor Travers. Nearly 15 years later, in the present day, Victoria is now the Vice-Chancellor of New World University. New World is an institution that claims to offer spiritual guidance to distraught youth. In reality, New World is the center of operations for the Intelligence's plan to conquer the Earth by infecting the global network of computers. Both the administration and students await the coming of a new world that will be heralded by the arrival of the Chancellor, the intelligence-possessed Travers. Victoria's motives are well-meaning but misguided, having been manipulated by a promise of the light of truth. The students themselves have been brainwashed through their computer courses and are slaves of the intelligence. Outsiders refer to them as chilies. The intelligence needs a final missing locus to attain its goal. It believes it is in the possession of the Brigadier, but it is actually with his daughter Kate and grandson Gordon on their narrowboat. New World attempts to gather information on the Brigadier by requesting an investigation by Sarah Jane Smith. Sarah lies about her knowledge of the Brigadier and later warns both him and Unit. The intelligence then arranges a meeting between the Brigadier and a corrupt unit captain named Cavendish. Throughout the story, the Brigadier is aided by a New World student named Daniel Hinton, a former student of his from Brendan Public School. The intelligence's conditioning failed on him. It is the same idea! This is literally like... Literally, this is school reunion. Oh dear. The other half, the great intelligence hiding in the internet, ends up in the St. Bells of St. John. Hang on, I'll read your whole comment just for context's sake. The funny thing about downtime relative to New Who is that half of it ends up in school reunion, which reintroduces Sarah. But also, the other half, the great intelligence hiding in the internet, ends up in the Bells of St. John. In that story's defense, the show was thought to be dead. Let's see. Oh, it's the cast. And then world building, and the first world building fact is Beth is a good friend of Kate, so I think we're good on that. I don't think there's any hilarity to be mined from that. Let's take a look at the wheel of names. Yeah. There we go. Mickey Smith's mother! Ian Levine made a bad edit of Downtime which adds inserts of a very bored Sylvester McCoy in character as the Doctor. That's really funny. Beth is Kate's totally platonic straight friend, no comedy there. Oh, okay. Oh dear. Alright, let's go. Pauline Smith, or Odessa Smith, was Mickey Smith's mother and a close friend of Jackie Tyler. In the 1980s, Odessa met Jackie Tyler, Sarah, Susie, and Bev, and every Wednesday night they all went out for wine and chips and named themselves the Wednesday Girls. At some point, she met and married Jackson Smith. In 1983, on the 22nd of May, or in circa 1985, she gave birth to Mickey Smith. Jackie would later recall that Odessa had very tightly held her hand throughout childbirth. Odessa took Mickey to see Jack. Wait, so Jackie was present at Mickey's birth? What the fuck? Really? All of Ian's fan films have leaked on the YouTube channel called the Ian Levine Archive. There's also a search out space with McCaw and a Michael impersonator as the top. Jackie was, yes, this was in the show. I don't remember fucking shit like that. Oh dear. She's Sutek's aunt. I don't remember that. And it says here it's in an audio called The Last Party on Earth. So I think you're full of shit. I think you're lying, lab. On 7th of November 1987, Pauline was killed in a playground by the Reapers after they entered the world following an adult Rose Tyler's attempt to save the life of her father Pete. She was seemingly restored to life after Pete sacrificed himself to heal the wound in time. As her relationship with Jackson deteriorated, Odessa relied on the Wednesday girls to cheer her up for the one night of laughter of the week. Other nights were dark. Well done, Russell! Jackie would later say that Odessa could never really cope with money, with men or anything really. And Rose just said that she just couldn't cope after Jackson wandered off. Oof. Marrying Josette and moving to Spain. Oh. Mickey was raised by his grandmother, Rita Ann. Although they maintained semi-regular contact with his mother. According to one account, around 1989, when Mickey was 5, Odessa quietly went into her bedroom and committed suicide. According to other accounts, she was still alive in 2005, and Rose told the Ninth Doctor that she would have to call her after believing that Mickey was dead. Is Jackie in Shrek 5? Probably. Okay, let's look for another one, shall we? That got depressing really fast. I like the fact that Russell forgot what he'd done to the character though. That was quite funny. Oh dear. Another classic moment here at TardisWiki Wiki Roulette. His novelization of Rose is basically a rewritten version from the ground up. What's about to happen, guys? Oh dear. Oh, alright. Here we go. The book changes a lot for better or for worse. Well, it sounds like Mickey was worse off in the universe of the book. That's for sure. Alright. In a parallel universe, a Time Lord chided a colleague for his language when he had reacted to the news of the Doctor's escape with an exclamation of, "Oh shit." Cousin Eliza mentioned that the lions in Trafalgar Square gave her the shits. In a fit of rage, Yanto Jones once lamented, "Like you care, I clean up your shit, no questions asked, and that's the way you like it." Gwen Cooper used the word when she discovered that she needed all of Torchwood 3's members' eyeprints in order to open the rift. She also used it to describe a piece of modern art as shit. Caitlin Russell once exclaimed, "Holy shit," after she and Reese Williams found a body crushed under plastic. I love that Rex Matheson uses it enough. Oh dear, fucking Rex Matheson. He's the homophobic guy from Torchwood, right? He's that guy, yeah? Okay. I'm assuming it's him. Let's find out. Mekhi Phifer plays him, yeah? Yeah, that guy! That asshole! Fuck that guy. Rex Matheson told Jack Harkness that he said some crazy shit when he spoke about his newfound mortality. He said bullshit after returning to the US from Heathrow Airport, and after Brian Friedkin set him up, he referred to Torchwood's gathered information on Flycourt, this Flycourt shit, and said, "Oh shit," when Vera Juarez told him that Jilly Kitzinger was returning to her office, where Gwen Cooper was. Rex asked Vera about this dead is dead shit and told his father his claims he had never cared for anybody but himself were bullshit. He said shit when climbing up the stairs of the FICOR building and after shooting the gentleman, and referred to Jack's talk of his past as that shit. He said shit when a nurse checked he was breathing and had a pulse, and holy shit when he saw Vera in a module. He said shit when he spotted Alan Shapiro arriving at Angelo Casanto's house, and holy shit after seeing the effect of the null field generator. He said shit when he mentioned Charlotte Wills' partner, forgetting that she had left Charlotte. He said that the devil within was full of blood and Satan and that kind of shit, and said shit when Charlotte told him that John Podesta's blood was not on file, and when Esther Drummond asked for translation, he told Esther not to start with that hugging shit. He said that he had seen some crazy shit with Torchwood and said, oh shit, when Esther told him he was going into the blessing, said this shit hurts when the blessing was attracting Jack's blood within him, and said shit when he learned that Charlotte Willis had been the mole at the department. They can't. What are we talking about here? When was he homophobic? All the time, man! All the time! Apart from saying shit, it was like his other defining character trait was just being casually homophobic to, like, Jack. Because he was really threatened that Jack was, like, A, more masculine than him, and B, flamboyantly gay. And that just, it could not, like, add together in his tiny little Rex Matheson brain. I don't know, yeah, he was a real piece of shit. I don't know, fuck that guy. And, like, honestly, like, Russell, like, making him a homophobe to make him more relatable just tells me that he doesn't fucking understand American audiences at all and has no respect for them. Because, my god. Homophobia and skepticism. This is the high quality content we bring you here at Tardis Wiki. It's good. Oh dear. Homophobia and skepticism, see, an American. I don't act like homophobia is an American thing. It's not. Homophobia is a shitty person thing, and there are shitty people in every country. To be fair, it was 3 years earlier. I stand by an omnisexual since that genuinely comes from a DWU source. What does it have to say about Rex Matheson? Let's find out. Oh, it's a pretty big article. I ain't fucking reading this. Let's look at what it says about his personality. Maybe he grew as a person then after Miracle Day. I hope so. I hope so. Oh dear. At the time, was stand by omnisex. Did I meant gay in the general LGBT term. I mean specifically, yes, he is omnisexual. I was in a flow, guys. I don't know. But the point being is that Rex Matheson is a character who is homophobic and written to be homophobic. Oh dear. I honestly did like him as a character. He's an interesting character. I think he makes an interesting conflict character for Jack and Gwen. I don't think he's a good person though. He was also really, really mean to like the computer chick as well, just generally. I found him funny and petty. It's definitely petty. Let's see what the TARDIS Wiki has to say about him. Matheson was a determined, persevering, and competently serious man who had a no-nonsense attitude, but was also a deep amount of compassion, albeit peppered with a dry wit. He was capable of great kindness and love for those he held close, including romantic and sexual relations. I can't do words, guys. Fucking god damn it. He was capable of great love and compassion, including boning. That's what I found so funny. Oh god. Okay. I am... Oh, okay. In this respect, he was deeply hurt by the He was such a bountiful fountain of love and compassion that he was capable of doing the fuck on someone. However, the lady he chose to do the fuck on died, and that made him do a big sad. That is the plot of Miracle Day. Guys, I just giggled for like a full on like 2 minutes. 2 minutes straight. It's just fucking couldn't talk. You have to understand how fucking funny this is for me. Okay. Matheson also had a deeply ingrained attitude. Yeah, homophobia, we fucking covered that. And would frequently say, "What the hell?" or "shit" when frustrated. He preferred CIA professionalism. We'll get to that. Over the haphazard operations of Torchwood, and valued the principles he was taught to follow. When he extradited Torchwood to the US, they had a passive-aggressive relationship that homophobic with one another. Especially No! Oh, he justifies this by telling the Cooper that it would be unwise to let... Torchwood is a mature show for adults, and you need a high baseline average intelligence to understand the deeply affecting stuff. Okay. Jack Harkness tended to agitate him with his tendency to make jokes instead of maintaining a professional work ethic. Fucking, who wrote this? Who is glazing this fucking dude's nutsack this hard? Jesus. The flippant gay jokes he made probably check. I know this. I don't know who this Czech person is, but what? Check him a check, because my god, this is bad, guys. You might need to rewrite this page. I don't want to know where this even links. Jack Harkness tended to agitate him with his tendency to make jokes instead of maintaining a professional work ethic. The flippant gay jokes he made were not a pet peeve, but Matheson did not like being the butt of them. To this extent, Rex thought of him as a man in his 40s acting like a 20-year-old and nicknamed him World War II for his flying ace period dress. He gave him several other nicknames too, but I noticed that this person isn't including those. Despite the rocky start, Rex eventually reached friendly terms with Harkness and Cooper until he was at last considered one of the team. I wanna just say that whoever wrote this article, I don't know what makes me feel more uncomfortable. The like gassing up of this character who is objectively meant to be a bad person, or the fact that this article, whoever wrote this, they have a really high opinion of the CIA, and like that bothers me a bit as well. I don't like that. Because like, we all know that the CIA is like evil, but calling them professionalism? Maybe Tom King wrote it. Lamb fucking got him. He rolled a nat 20 on that one, my son. Yeah, to be clear, I'm talking about the one from Doctor Who, not the real intelligence agency. Hi, Frank. Anyways. No, that was sick. Lamb, that was amazing. Well done. That was good. Oh, dear. What was I talking about? This is really funny. This is really funny to me, okay? Having been trained by the CIA, he was skilled with several firearms, ranging from handguns to assault rifles, and even a double-barreled shotgun. Ah, yes. That famous precision weapon, the double-barreled shotgun, requires a lot of skill to use. It's famously the scalpel of firearms. He's a Batman writer who also engineered a war. That's amazing, Lamb. I like the CIA but hate the human CIA. I feel like they were all maybe trying to combat all the hate against MD. The thing is, we frequently employed this style back then, all positive qualities. Fair. I don't know. It's funny because this was probably written when the show came, when Miracle Day came out, and no one's bothered to look at it. It's I imagine anyway. Yeah, no mention of it that I see anywhere. Alright, let's see what we have next. Wheel of Names, yeah? Yeah! I hope it lands on Buster Gonad. Oh no! Greg James! In-universe! The in-universe version of a man called Greg James. What wonders will we find here? No, Greg James! Greg James! In-universe. No one's wanted to work on the page and figures, yeah, this looks in depth enough, probably could work. Yeah, well, yeah, and then it ends up under the cold light of the TardisWiki Wiki Roulette. I like the work, very 13th Doctor. Ooh, fucking hell. I can't say anything, I'll get yelled at in the DMs. Again. killing it. You are killing it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, I'll go. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Oh, okay. He's a... Got lost in the spin. Alright, I'll put confirmation on. No worries. Yeah, to be honest, I will say with how many people, with how many of them, Lamb, have been like, oh yeah, there's a genocide, oh the producer's a Zionist, yeah, but I want this, so ooh woo. They're not really beating the allegations. That's what I will say. Let's see this. What did I say about D&D? What do I say about D&D? Maybe you should join the Discord. We've already got a party assembling. Should get in there quick. Greg James was a human DJ for BBC Radio 1. As part of his job as GJ. As part of his job as GJ, he played Happy by Pharrell before receiving a call on his phone from Alex Jones. Presumably not that one. He got the call and it was like, how can you be happy on a day like this when the globalists are calling? Sorry, I just never get to do. I never get to do my Alex Jones. It's pure ideology. He was on the wave, let's say. During this, she requested that he find 3 minions. She? Kevin, Stuart and Bob and get them onto the one show as they hadn't shown up and he was on the same wavelength as them. Despite claiming to have other days plans for the day, she ignored this and thanked him for his help. Turning around and meeting each of the minions, he asked that they stayed where they were while he finished some things, but as soon as his back was turned they ran away, leading him to chase them around BBC Studios. It's not at all Zizek. I'm not good. I can't do a Zizek impression, unfortunately. I wish I could. I feel like if I attempted to do a Zizek impression, it would sound really hurtful, and I don't want to do that, to be honest. I'll do my Alex Jones all day, though. Anyway. First, he chased them in the background of BBC Sport while a man was finishing up the show's broadcast. He then followed them into the media cafe where the TARDIS had been parked. He chased them inside of the machine where he found them using the ship's controls, and despite his best efforts to stop them, Kevin pulled a lever which took the TARDIS back to 1963, with Greg wondering why they were in black and white. After some discussion with Bob, Greg pulled a switch on the TARDIS console, which brought them to Coronation Street, just outside the Rover's Return Inn, which Greg described as definitely not right, before dematerializing the ship. Ultimately, the ship landed back in BBC Studios, but the minions ran out of the ship against Greg's best wishes. Following them again with some guidance from Bob, he first found them in the BBC Philharmonic Studio, with Kevin and Stuart acting as conductors for an orchestra. By the time they left, Bob had already left Greg, leaving him in search for the minions on his own. Fortunately, he quickly found them in the Blue Peter studio, although only after mistaking Pudsey for one of them, leading the minions to laugh at him. Following this, the minions left the studio of Blue Peter and appeared in the background during BBC News, where Sophie Rawworth was presenting a broadcast on where the public supermarket food came from. As a result, the image of a banana appeared on several screens behind the minions, leading them to shout about it, with Greg sneaking past Rawworth while apologising and ushering them into the one show. Finally, he sat down by a door and ate a banana that he found on the ground next to them. Sounds like a masterpiece. Why don't we spin the wheel again? Oh dear. Alright, let's go. See, Pudsy's valid. This counts. Come on! Come on! Yeah! I am so merry. Oh, fucking wonderful. Oh, fucking wonderful. Meat is back on the menu today, boys. Buster Gonad was a human who lived in the 20th century. I love this. I love this because, like, alright. It's wonderful because, like, in the original time when this was written, like, because this was written 34 years ago, right? Third Nose Day thing we've done today. I know, it keeps popping up, right? But check this, okay? I love that when this was originally written, this was the joke, right? Ah ha ha, ha ha, his name is Gonad. It's funny because Gonad sounds like testes. But then, flash forward to the 2010s. And suddenly the term Buster Nut becomes very popular. And we circle back to here. By the way, do you use robots for the description? Yes, I use robots for the description. I'm not fucking typing that shit out every day. Oh dear. How dare you? Fuck you! I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, what are the hot keywords for the day so I can write the perfect YouTube description. Oh dear. I accidentally wrote date, by the way. I figured it's so funny. Buster was a participant in Red Nose Day 1999, riding on an elephant. Buster was Caucasian with a long red nose and light brown hair. He wore a green long sleeve shirt with brown shorts, black shoes, and brown socks and green socks. Buster Gonad is the titular main protagonist of this comic strip. Buster Gonad and his unfeasibly large testicles. It's fucking amazing. You are using 5 minutes of a light bulb's worth of electricity, how dare you? To be fair, a lot of the time I use the same one and I just copy and paste it. So, I mean, I am being eco-friendly. Oh dear. Honestly, get mad at Big Finish for using it on some of their fucking covers before you get mad at me for trying to cut some corners on admin. Oh dear. Alright, let's do some more. Let's do some more stuff. What is it? What is it? The Wire! Was it The Wire or was it something? It is The Wire! Yay! The TV show The Wire! Hey, 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 hey. Have you watched The Wire? You should watch The Wire. Guys, I'm into this show. It's called The Wire. And I love turning people on to The Wire. So I have to ask right now, have you seen The Wire? Watch The Wire, it's really good. That's really funny. The Wire was an acclaimed TV series. Paul Talbot told people it was his favourite show, but in reality his favourite show was Midsummer Murders. See, that was 3 jokes in one. That is 3 jokes in one. That's really good. I also tell people The Wire is my favourite show if I feel embarrassed to tell them my favourite show is Doctor Who, which admittedly is all the time. Oh dear. Alright, let's get another wheel going. Oh, it's a very chaotic stream this week. My favourite show is sometimes The Chucky Show. I don't know what that is. It's on Sky. Okay. No. If... Okay. Being real, my favourite TV show is probably Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I think that you can make an argument that that's like the best TV show. I don't know. I love Star Trek Deep Space Nine. That shit's fantastic. I love it. I love it so much. That might be my favourite show. Yeah, it is amazing. I don't know. I could make a whole video about why it's like the greatest thing to ever exist. It's amazing. It's gonna turn out you were talking about a fucking Chucky show in a second. I need to watch Star Trek at some point. You do, but don't start with Deep Space Nine. But yeah, you do. I knew it! I knew it, Xavier! I knew it! Probably something between Russian Doll and The Good Place for me, if we're talking this century. I've heard The Good Place is very good. I'll start with the first ones. You can do that. Season 2 of Star Trek The Next Generation. Start from there. It's hard to get into Star Trek. I completely get it. I just accidentally spun the wheel again! Yay! Yeah. I guess I'll just do them both. Start with the beginning. What? Start with the beginning of TV, Doctor Who. Fate/0 for me, to be honest, because I'm pretentious. That's okay. I'm into dot hack, so I can't really judge anyone for that kind of shit. One of my favorite anime is Serial Experiments Lane, so I mean, you know. One of my other favorites is Dragon Ball Z though, so I'm a man of complexity. I love it when I say I'm into Dragon Ball Z and people tell me, they try to debunk it. Like, they try to explain to me why it's a bad show, and I'm like, I know all of this. I don't fucking care. Imagine watching all TV in order, including Doctor Who. Do the pages now, please, good sir. No. Hey, Xavier. Have you seen The Wire? I'll do the pages now. Oh dear. Dennis the Menace was depicted in several sources considered by this wiki as invalid sources. Dennis and Asher were once seen running down Festive Road, Nasher seeming to chase after Mavis Croot, a fairy. Dennis the Menace once stuck a pound to the ground and tricked a police officer to attempt to pick it up. After his dog, Nasher, painted a red target onto the officer's posterior, he flung an array of cactus spikes towards it, causing the officer to jump and into the air in pain, losing his Nashers, which popped a large red nose-shaped balloon filled with celebrities, which was floating over Beano Town. The celebrities, including a Dalek in the balloon, then fell into a jam factory and exited covered in jam, to which Dennis remarked, I thought it was just your nose that was meant to be red. Ha ha ha! Get it? Because they're covered with jam. And fun fact, jam makes you red. Before sending Nasher to lick them clean, Dennis then told the celebrities, primarily Jonathan Ross, that he and Nasher would fix the balloon, and told them to have a look around Beano Town. Is that meant to be Jonathan Ross? Oh my god. That is... Let me just... You will need to suffer with this too. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that fucking nightmare fuel though? Isn't that terrifying? Right? Jesus Christ. Alright, let's keep looking. During Jonathan Ross's exploration of Beano Town, Dennis once told him to go anywhere he wanted, but not to break anything, as that was apparently Dennis's job. Dennis reflected on how cool it was to meet Dennis and wondered which Beano character he'd meet next. Later, after an encounter with a Dalek in Bash Street School, as well as being walked on by Calamity Janes and shot down, Jonathan decided that he'd had enough and wouldn't take it anymore. Dennis walked up to him and acknowledged that he'd had a bit of a rough day, and the two had teamed up to fling red noses onto people's noses using slingshots, with Jonathan wearing a jumper similar to Dennis's. Oh no. What just happened? Ugh! I don't know what that is, but it looks gross. Whatever it is. Let's find out. After Nasha collected a big rubber patch from the back of Bertie Blenkinsop's wetsuit, Dennis stated that they need some super sticky stuff to stick the patch over the hole, with something telling Dennis that Nasha has an idea. Nasha collected used chewing gum from the floor. What's the something? Rolling it into a ball and taking it back. With help from Dennis's gran, the chewing gum was melted down and was used to stick the patch down. Next, Dennis got his baby sister B to fart into the hot air balloon to fill it up. Just as all seemed well, Bertie Blenkinsop arrived and ripped the patch back off, reattaching it to his wetsuit. To fill the hole again, Dennis, just as water bounced back on his bunny bouncer, booted the bouncer into the hole, with Dennis telling him that he was doing his part for comic relief. Yeah, like I said earlier, Dennis the Menace, the British version, is not funny. It is not good. And nothing that has happened today has disproven that for me. Let's look at a few more things on the wheel. Cotton Gardens. I need to look up Cotton Gardens next. What should we have an 8-minute digression about this time? Is there, it's a dealy bopper like in Red Nose Day Special? Okay. Alright. A group of blocks of flats were located between the Powell Estate and the London Eye, approximately in Lambeth, on the 6th of March 2006. I've read this before! I am shaking my head very disapprovingly right now. Let's put the Wheel of Names back up. Let's do another wheelie wheel. Yeah? Zumba is on there. Beano in 2000 AD crossover when? That's a good question. That's a very, very good question. My god. We have 18 entries on the wheel right now. We're doing great. Hang on. Retro temporal cytogenesis. That sounds like a boring page. Wheelie. I'm just adding stuff to it and then we're going to spin it again. Immediately. Maybe we'll land on it, who knows? Albert Einstein meets Doctor Who. Stage play. There we go. Alright, I'm pop it on here. There we go. Right. This page. Albert Einstein meets Doctor Who, also called Doctor Who meets Albert Einstein, was a short stage play performed at the Young Scientists exhibition in the Royal Dublin Society in February 2005. Produced by the Institute of Physics and Vermilion Productions in association with BBC Worldwide, the show stage play served as a way to explain the concept of relativity to children in a unique and entertaining way. It featured a unique incarnation of the Doctor. Declan Brennan, who's that? Oh, I guess they didn't get anything after this. I'm sorry, Declan Brennan. Okay. Roulette. Not to be confused with the other Einstein Doctor Who for charity. The show was produced by Brennan, offering one attender to produce a show from BT Island as part of their sponsorship of Young Scientist exhibition, working with Courtney as director and Richards as writer. The show was performed twice daily in the Royal Dublin Society. The largest the audience was for the show was circa 1,200 adults and children for the final weekend of performances. Over 2,500 people saw the play in total. Apart from the titles Albert Einstein meets Doctor Who and Doctor Who meets Albert Einstein, there exist other renderings of this play's title: Doctor Who meets Einstein, Doctor Who meets Albert Einstein, Doctor Who meets Albert Einstein, and Albert Einstein meets Doctor Who. According to a contemporary article in Interactions, the official Institute of Physics newspaper, the play was 30 minutes in length and was aimed at children aged 11 to 14. Okay. Click the image to see a unique Doctor. What, this one? Huh! Is that meant to be him there? Or is this meant to be him? Who's Doctor Who here? Yeah, him. He looks like Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He looks like Rob McElhenney. The middle one is the Doctor. Bug Eye is Einstein. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. He does look like Mac, actually, yeah. He does look like Mac, yeah. Doctor Who Mac! Let's see. He looks like the guy who jumped out of the window in the IT crowd. He does. I guess. Okay, so plot looks pretty boring, so I won't read that. Let's just spin another wheel, yeah? You lovely people were only happy for so long today, after all. I will go back to it in a second, it's okay. Always Sunny in Doctor Who. It's Always Sunny in Doctor Who. Oh god, you're gonna have me make that now, aren't you? Oh dear. So sorry, Darwin. Hey! Wouldn't it be a nice surprise if I did this though, and then read it anyway? Because you guys got sad, and I hate making you sad. Rest in peace, Aztec calendar once again. Oh dear. No! I'm calling your bluff, fuck you! According to a contemporary article in Interactions, the official Institute of Physics newspaper, the play was 30 minutes in length and was aimed at children aged 11 to 14. The article revealed various elements of the plot, but there is no indication that the plot progressed in the same order when performed. The Doctor arrived in his TARDIS in Albert Einstein's study before he warmed to the Doctor. As he came to ask how the TARDIS worked, Einstein was impressed with the Doctor's understanding that time was a dimension unto itself. The audience was told how a constant speed of light affected their experience of time and space, with help from H.G. Wells, a potted plant, a torch, a railway carriage, and volunteers from the audience. How literal the article was about these elements is unclear. The duo also discussed twin and grandfather paradoxes, with the Doctor making an example of how if he travelled to Arcturus and back at near the speed of light, the effects of time dilation would become clear, as well as involving more volunteers from the audience and various disguises. The Doctor had a slapstick scene where he illustrated the danger of travelling back in time and pushing one's grandfather under a train, and once satisfied with Einstein's help in understanding how the TARDIS worked, the Doctor departed in his TARDIS. Theatrically, the TARDIS's walls would descend to reveal that the Doctor was no longer inside. Woo! Ah, grandfather paradox, like in faction paradox? Okay, let's, what was the other one? Aztec calendar? We can look at Aztec calendar as well. I know that you've wanted that one for like ever, so I will provide. Aztec calendar. Aztec calendar. Okay, let's do this one. Nahwin, your time has come. The Aztec calendar was a human dating system that cycled every 52 years over a period known as a... Yeah, leading to the new fire ceremony, where the years... No, actually, no, I'm not a coward. I'm going to find out how you say that. Hang on. Let's find out on Google together. I'm learning, guys. We're learning to say it today. Okay. Oh no! YouTube's like, no, you have an ad blocker. Screw you. You don't get to learn how to say this Aztec word. Well, to be fair, you did it before on July 1st and just misspelled it. Did I? Oh no. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Diomolpili.
What?
Diomolpili.
Okay. Over a period known as Zyomolpili, leading to the Great New Fire Ceremony. Got it in one! Where the years must be bound through ritualistic sacrifice to renew time. The calendar had a pair of sub-calendars serving dual purposes, only for tracking the one for solely tracking the solar year, and for the tonal puhali, which had religious significance. Part of the first calendar was the Nimontemi, comprised of nothing days. The Aztec year had 360 days, 18 months consisting of 20 days, so the last 5 days of the solar year were considered nothing days, days on which nothing was sold in the markets and everything stopped. When Perry asked for the date in human terms when she arrived in 3174, the Sixth Doctor sarcastically informed her that it was 9 Hecatl Day, according to the Aztecs, but that's hardly either here or there after all that unfortunate business with Quartet. Jesus. Well, I would say it was this time. However, the people who created that time got horrifically genocided. Come on, Perry. Other times in the tonal puhali took a similar form in Nahuatl, be it Ome, Oz, Matli, Lit, Two Monkey. Why are you doing this to me? This is not good for me or this beautiful language that I'm butchering. Be it Ome, Oz, Matli, Two Monkey, Chikoke, Chiotli, Lit, Six Eagle, etc. And it was structured into groupings of 13 days called Triquedas. Fun. I'm glad you're having fun. And a grouping of 20 Triquedas, each of days, Triquedas and solar years were given names in this form. Now, Nahuatli to English translations of Tonal Puali's terms. Much of the Tonal Puali was explicitly identified, both the terms used in Nahuatli and often the English translation of the terms. No, I'm not reading all of these. Religious significance. Every year, Triqueda and Day were presided over by specific deities in the Tonal Puali, and one could even expand this view to hold that an entire Ilutil should be viewed in divinatory terms. The deities presiding over different parts of the Tonal Puali were as follows. I would just like to apologise to the 1.25% of my audience that resides in South America for everything that has transpired over the last 10 minutes. Blame the chat, basically. In the real world, it would be more accurate to characterize the Aztec calendar as a calendrical system rather than a singular character, consisting of two separate characters. The Geopuali, which was measured a solar year in 365 days, and the Tonal Puali, which was religious divinatory purpose. Can that page go on Dungeons and Dragons? Yes, we can look at what the wiki has to say about Dungeons and Dragons. The Geopawali consisted of 18 20-day months, each referred to modernly as vientenas, each of which had associated festivals, and 5 days added at the end of the year. While contemporary scholars agree that the Mexica were aware that the solar year was not precisely 365 days, they disagree on how the calendrical system handled this. Some have suggested that there was no correction, and that some that leap years were employed. Against Nature instead suggested that an additional period of 13 days was added to the end of each Zeomopily, as it was the last prominent view in the literature. The tonal Puali consisted of 20 day signs and 13 numbers used to group them into tricanas. As 13 is prime, the first time a cycle of the day, signs and numbers will line up is 260 steps in, and there is no clear relation to solar years outside of the cycle of 52, as neither 13 nor 20 divide 365. To better explain this, consult the following chart in English. How far into this are we? We're almost done. Okay, I'll finish it. Because my god. How dare you not do the brackets? I'll do what I want. You're lucky I'm doing this. In addition to individual days having names in the tonal Puali, tricanas within the larger year were given names as well, corresponding to each of the individual day signs. Solar years were given names as well, and there is some agreement as to what those names were, but there is considerable scholarly disagreement as to how the years will actually receive those names, as there is much in the scholarship related to the Aztec calendrical system. Lawrence Burton, author of Against Nature, has referenced Ross Hazzig's time history and belief in Aztec and colonial Mexico in relation to some of his work, and has provided a glossary for Against Nature that includes some helpful understanding of their calendars. He has also described archaeology as on similar issues as educated guesswork, and called his own book Educated Guesswork getting a bit too carried away. For a more in-depth discussion of how the in-universe calendar can be derived from the information provided in narrative sources rather than the real-world sources, see Talk Aztec Calendar. My god! My god! That was exhausting. You have no clue how long I spent on this. Clearly, I just read your masterpiece. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Okay. I'm rested. I'm strong. We're at the final part of the stream. I'm ready to pull this one out, as always. As fucking always. Are we ready to spin the wheel again? Yes, we are. That wasn't a question. Whenever it plays circus music, it's always really quiet for some reason, and I hate it. I could swear, and this is not a joke, I could swear we've done this one already. Recently, too. Add D&D first. I will add D&D. Dungeons and Dragons. There you go. There you go. Yeah! The one weird pop song that's in the selection of random music. Oh my god! I think Alan might have a little bit of recency bias going on. Still, it is what it is. Let's look up Dungeons and Dragons. That was fast. That was fast. I know. I have definitely read the Deja Vu article on here though, and recently. So, you know, it's 100% true. Okay. Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons was a board game. No, it fucking isn't. That's the first thing wrong. Right out the start. No, it fucking isn't. It is not a board game. There is no board in Dungeons and Dragons. You play it with dice and your imagination. It's a tabletop RPG, I will have you know. Not a board game. Oh dear. In the DWU. It is in Doctor Who. It used multiple types of dice, with which players could roll for insight. I can tell a dirty non-player wrote this. Nobody's done a Dungeons and Dragons Doctor Who book yet. You get me to do it. Hire me. I'll write a really good one. I'll even have the characters follow the fucking rules. Jack Pilgrim had played Dungeons and Dragons in his youth. Dungeons and Dragons continue to be played in the future. Of course it would. It's amazing. A time-traveling bounty hunter encountered by the 15th Doctor took his alias from the game and kept some dice on board his asteroid hopper. Oh dear. Did you... I just want to say this real quick. Rogue taking his name from Dungeons and Dragons, calling himself Rogue. Like, Rogue is a class in Dungeons and Dragons. So like, that's like someone calling themselves like Wizard or something and being like, oh yeah, no, I got it from D&D, you know. Imagine if he'd called himself like, if he was like, no, I'm a time agent. I'm Nesnar the Black Spider. I'm Jaheira. I'm Vecna. That's a thing people have heard of, right? People know who Vecna is, right? Wizards of the Coast certainly would like people to know who Vecna is. Doctor is not a D&D class, though. It would be like if the Doctor called himself the Cleric. Alright, let's go. Oh dear. That's really good. Alright, let's... Oh, fair warning, because I know a couple of you that are playing the D&D game in Discord are doing. If you make a joke character, they're fair game. Just saying. Don't get too attached. Right, let's have a look at what we got now. What just left? Twin Peaks. That might actually be a... Oh my god, is that the time already? Okay, I guess this is the last one. My goodness. Okay, really quickly then, before we look at the final article for today, I would like to say, Thursday we're doing Fallout New Vegas on the streams. We're going to be playing Doctor Who New Vegas. So make sure to join on Thursday, regular stream time, if you want to participate in that and be in the YouTube video that's going to be edited of it afterwards. Tomorrow we're doing a YouTube video edit of the first Baldur's Gate stream. The second Baldur's Gate stream is going to be going out on Monday. Monday is now going to be Baldur's Gate Day. Like, I'm going to be doing Flip Phillips Adventures every Monday, and then on Tuesday we do Tardis Wiki Roulette, and then on Thursday we're going to be doing Who Vegas for a while, and that's going to be the new streaming schedule. So you will get to see me 3 times a week from now on. Isn't that lovely? 4 times if you count the thing. I will go back on the Dungeons and Dragons page real quick though. And yeah, in terms of D&D, we're doing that in the next couple of weeks. I already have the adventure sorted out. We have 4 players already. If one of you wants to play a healer, that would be great. But if not, it's fine, I guess. I'll make it work. Okay, let me quickly go back to Dungeons and Dragons. I'm refreshing the page. Oh, I have so much power! Well done. I do a heal. Then join the Discord! Join the Discord! Join the Discord! Unfortunately, I still think Discord's an open... Oh my... Then you can't play fucking Cleric in our Discord D&D game then, can you? Once again, join the Discord. Yeah, I'll see you all on Thursday. We'll be back on Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Thursday again. And that's going to be the new routine for a little while. So you'll be getting more delicious content. So, sacrificial slab skill issue. Alright. Alright, one more. One more. And then we're actually done. We're doing Twin Peaks, which is a perfect one to end it on. I exist solely to promote the Discord. You do! You do a wonderful job of promoting the Discord. That is true. Luke Tilliard thought Charlie Pollard's old-fashioned dress looked like something out of Twin Peaks. A 1996 Vodafone campaign featured McLaughlin as an unnamed Dale Cooper-esque agent investigating supernatural occurrences throughout Europe. One advertisement co-star John Pertwee in a brief non-speaking appearance as the Third Doctor. One of his final performances. Oh, fuck's sake. That's sad. In the 1997 BBC 8th Doctor Adventures novel Alien Bodies, during Cortez's out-of-body experience, he meets a particularly angelic schoolgirl who comments that sometimes my arms bend back. This references a famous line of dialogue by the schoolgirl Laura Palmer in Twin Peaks. In the context of Alien Bodies, the schoolgirl was meant to represent Marie, so her face was depicted as unfolding 20 years later. Laura Palmer's face was depicted similarly in Twin Peaks: The Return. Oh, that bit's really creepy. I know what bit they're talking about. I exist solely to be Discord, sorry. So do we assume this was unlicensed then? What the what? The which advertisement? The advertisement for the Discord? Which the advertisement that Lamb is doing for the Discord? The John Pertwee one. Oh, yeah, almost certainly unlicensed. It sounds very unlicensed. Hey, why don't you go after his estate? Right, I am finished. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time. And, yeah. The Zanussi ones, let's see, I am going on to live dance. Okay, yeah, no, we're heading off now. I'm gonna stop fucking around. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.